So if you haven't, go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe, share. Again, this is Jay Larone with Jay Larone Presents, where we talk about the facts, foolishness, and black female fuckery. And let's go ahead and get into the video.
I've said this before. I've never advocated for this before. I'm gonna let Quentin and How To Man have it after this.
This is crazy.
I have never ever said this that I'm about to say right now, and I didn't think that I would ever come to this point. It's time to get y'all passports.
Anton Daniels officially says, men, you should get your passports. You've heard it here first. Anton was one of the main individuals, a staunch advocate for men staying in the United States and tolerating the relationships that they were getting, well, the quality of relationships in which you were getting. Now, he said, men, I thought I'd never say this, but you should get your passports. We're going to do a reaction to this video as well as some of the commentary that he and some of his team had to say about the passport bro movement in the past. And why is Anton as well as others changing their mind about the movement right now? But before we get started, my name is Andre and you are watching Travel Unraveled Love Crossing Borders Edition. Make sure that you guys subscribe to the channel, click that notification bell, make sure you click that like button because we like you, we really do, so make sure that you like us too. Not to hold you up, let's get started with the video.
Crazy.
I have never ever said this that I'm about to say right now, and I didn't think that I would ever come to this point. It's time to get y'all passports.
But before we go any further into that statement, let's go back to how he and his panel felt at the beginning of this year when it came to the passport bro movement.
Oh, Keon, what do you think about that? You're new. I don't know your intake about passport bros.
I understand it, but I don't agree with it. I feel like if you can't deal with the women in your own country, but then you go to another country to I guess to try to save them or whatever, I think that's crazy to me.
If you can't deal with the women in your own country, why would you go to another country and enslave them? Don't let that slide by you, because a lot of men in the United States have been coerced by the women in the United States to think that we go to these other countries to entrap, to mislead, and even enslave. And black people should never use that word lightly. I don't understand why black people love to use the word enslavement so whimsically when we understand the destructive nature of slavery.
I get a woman going in those 50 words, right? And they bring her back over here and she gets...
That's another misinformation. They believe that we only go after women that only know 50 words of English. My wife, as many of you know.
But that lets you know how uneducated a lot of these people are. Either they not trying to learn or be educated on what's going on overseas, or they just, you know what I'm saying, they either don't want to know, or they don't know, or they don't want to know. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these women overseas, the Philippines, Thailand, a lot of them, like I said, they learn more than one language, right? And a lot of them are even, a lot of these, especially in the Philippines, I heard that a lot of them go and teach English somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? So they from the Philippines or Thailand, and they are that well versed in English that they can go somewhere else and teach another country English. How many black women here in the United States are doing that? You know what I'm saying? How many? How many of us here in the United States are traveling overseas or abroad teaching English or teaching any type of language? It's more over there going, you know, to other countries teaching English than there are, you know, people from here in the United States going overseas teaching English. You know, that's crazy.
Is fluent in English. Many of your wives are fluent in many languages. And the irony of it is Most other countries teach at least 2 to 3 languages in school, such as the Philippines, such as Thailand. So
Yep.
English is not as far-fetched as these people think. And the last statement that he made is he believes that we're going to be bringing our women back to the United States and they're going to change over and become Americanized anyway.
And you see and you hear the idiocracy in that. So you're admitting that the women over here in the United States is on some BS. That's what you're admitting. He just admitted it right there. Go and marry a woman overseas, bring her back here to the United States to get Americanized, you know what I'm saying, with the BFF, right? To get that feminist shot. And then now you starting to act like the black women over here in the United States. So if you know that the black women are acting this way, I mean that's the stupidest thing I ever heard of. You know for a fact that these black women here in the United States are on some BS. So when a guy goes overseas to get a feminine woman and bring her back here, oh, now she just go come back. You just bringing her back here to get Americanized. Y'all act like being that these women over here, what they're doing is right. You done got so indoctrinated by how the black women have been acting. Y'all thinking that this is something that's normal. This is not normal, right? Y'all got to wake up. Wake up.
Brothers, don't do it.
I feel like she's gonna act just like most of the women in America. So I feel like I just don't see a point. I mean, I understand passport bros, but I don't fully agree with it personally. You know, I feel like you should be able to deal with the women in your own country, here in America, in my opinion.
Do you also think that
Deal with the women here in your own country, even though they're masculine, even though they at any point in time will feel a certain way towards you and try to run you over because they're mad. You know, not too long ago, there was one lady who got mad at her boyfriend, I guess, because he was texting somebody, and she decided to run him over as he was going into the store. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I understand, like I said, the guy probably should have been texting another woman. I get it, but to be that enraged, you go run him over because he was texting another woman. Come on now. And this is what I'm talking about. Black women, most, I ain't gonna say all, you know, it's not all black women, but there are a certain number of black women here in the United States that can't control their temper, right? And will try to do anything to you. They will try to delete you if they can, right? And then you have other women holding them up saying, "Oh, well, you shouldn't mess with her emotions." You know what I'm saying? That's what you get for messing with a woman's emotions. That's their excuse.
guys should marry women of the same race?
No, I think not at all. I wouldn't pull a color when it comes to marriage. I just think if they both equally yoked, you know, and they both align together, then I think go for it. But I don't think they should do it based on race. No.
So a man could have selection when it comes to race, but he's mocked for having selection when it comes to countries.
Yeah.
I want you guys to think about that.
Miss Sanchez gonna hit you. You better watch out.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
I'm curious as to what Coco.
This that goofy. This conversation, this passport bro conversation is goofy. So let me light this bitch up. That man said they going over there looking for wives. Stop. They're not going over there looking for wives. They're going over there looking for a quick nut. That's cheap.
And again, how do you know what they're doing? I mean, a lot of these motherfuckers online think, I don't know, y'all psychic. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got some psychic abilities that we don't know nothing about. You got the inside scoop of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know who's it, Mr. Logic. Like I said, I don't know who he is. I've heard his name a few times, but how can you say that these guys are going overseas to trick, right? And even if they are, what business is it of yours, right? Who are you to chastise somebody for going over there just to trick, right? We do it here in the States. Ain't nobody got no problem with that, right? You could be in Cali fly your ass down to Miami and be on vacation, go out, have some drinks, meet some women, have sex. You could be down there for a month doing that. Ain't nobody got a problem with it. Nobody. But once a black man decides to go overseas, to where same thing. You go out, meet people, have drinks, eat dinner, whatever. You meet a woman, y'all both consenting adults. If you have sex, you have sex, right? How is that tricking? How? You see what I mean? It's asinine. And then for a grown man to talk about what other men are doing like it's a problem, that tells to me like some woman put a battery in your back. Are you trying to get some type of favor from these women? You're trying to get some type of validation. So these women here on these panels and say, oh yeah, look at him. He agrees with us. He don't like the passport bros. He's on our side. You see what I mean? It's that don't offend big mama. Don't say nothing that's gonna offend mama, or don't say nothing that's gonna offend big mama. Cause you black, your mama black. You can't say nothing to offend them. So you gotta be on their side at all costs. So even if that means bashing, your brother, then okay, you gotta bash your brother so you don't offend the women. You know what I'm saying? It's like they want that validation. Some men want the validation of, I don't know what y'all thinking these women gonna do. I don't know if you're thinking these women are going to slide in your DMs because you don't like the passport bros. You think they go? I guess take some, send you some titty shots. I mean, I don't. What's the thinking? What's the thinking? Is it that some of you guys have low self-esteem and you're thinking that if you talk bad against the passport bros, the women are going to lift you up some type of way? These women don't care about you. They don't make no distinctions. You are just another black man. And if they get a chance to dog you out, they're going to dog you out as well. So y'all can leave, y'all can cut that shit out, man. Y'all need to quit placating to these women. You know what I'm saying? If a man wants to go overseas, find a wife, find a girlfriend, find a long-term mate, or even if he's just traveling just to travel for vacation. And if he have sex, he have sex. Like I said, ain't no difference than a man traveling here in the United States. They do it all the time. Ain't nobody got a problem with it until it's a black man going overseas.
All the countries they name, Colombia,
nigga, you gotta get on the plane first.
And Thailand, and
including Europe, including other parts of Southeast Asia, including other areas such as Brazil, such as Argentina, such as Ecuador, Paraguay, Uruguay, also other countries in Central America. Passport bros are also in Romania, as well as before it was destroyed, Ukraine. So to sit back and make the assumption that passport bros are only going to Thailand, Colombia, Brazil, or the DR, that's not true. Secondly, to make the mistake of assuming that a black man with a passport is automatically a passport bro, that's not true.
Stop it. Get some help.
Some are just black men with a passport on vacation.
Yep.
And whatever they do on vacation, that's what they do in countries. But to assume that every time a black man gets a passport, he's out there looking for the ladies, that's not necessarily true. As I always say, passport bros are not men that are just looking for wives. Passport bros are men that are looking for new lives.
What do they have in common? Them three places.
They wanted some exotic.
It's legal.
But y'all
It's
don't
legal.
think.
So now what hold up, let me finish, Mr. Taylor. You know what I'm saying? Look, what they do is they go ahead and take they $100 over there and they transfer their $100 to 100,000 pesos, and they get over there and trick. They ain't coming looking for no wives.
Okay, I guess I'm not looking for a wife, solo traveler, or D's not looking for a wife, or a girlfriend or study girlfriend. You got guys like Richie Mack that's zooming to Thailand that's been in a stable relationship since he's been over there. You've got several men that are in solidified relationships here in Colombia and beyond. But at the same time, people who don't have passports in the United States or don't travel much with their passport in the United States have a lot to say about the passport bro movement. Now realize this commentary was at the beginning of the year. Now Anton Daniels has changed his mind in regards to men getting their passports. And let's hear the reaction of the ladies on his panel.
Oh my God.
Passport bro, because
Listen, look at him.
don't want to agree with the
Look at him.
erasure of slavery.
Listen, fam. Listen,
Again, one of the ladies talking about slavery.
y'all. Look, I've never been the type of dude that advocate for because I didn't understand it, and so listen. I apologize.
And listen to the disrespect. They're not even letting him talk. They're all talking over Anton. And this is his show. This is his panel. These are the women he allowed on his panel. You got to remember that. He allowed these women on his panel. You're a guest in this man's home, but this is how you're treating him. Over talking him.
To every last one of these dudes
Right?
that I've ever said that you don't necessarily need a passport.
Go get him.
I apologize to y'all. Listen.
Better. It doesn't.
Please
go. Get it. Your passport.
You see how Anton is looking at his own panel? These are your sisters. These are your sisters that were there for you, sitting next to you in church, in synagogues and mosques. These are the same sisters that were with you in grocery stores. But since you decided to take the audacity or have the audacity to take advantage of choice, they mock and laugh at you, just like the brothers in the church video. They mock and laugh at you. Most of these women on this panel have never used a passport, and if they have, they probably used it maybe once or twice in their life. I already mentioned to you guys, statistically, over 50% of passports are used by U.S. citizens to travel only to Canada, Mexico, and maybe some of the Caribbean islands.
Yep. And a lot of them are cruises. A lot of these women and men, of course, they get the guys, they beg them to take them on these cruises. And that's all they're doing. They're going, these Caribbean cruises down to Cancun, Bahamas, Jamaica, and that's pretty much what their passports are for.
Only 34% of U.S. citizens, including military, have passports. U.S. citizens who are of African descent make up less than 5% of all passport holders. This is the reason why I say if you are a true traveler, an expat, a passport bro, a blue book gentleman, don't waste your time waiting for the okay of people in the United States, because most of them don't travel and most of them don't even have a passport to travel.
Look at these women from other countries who's going to exploit you more. Please.
You're going to get these women from other countries that are going to exploit you more.
Right. That part right there. That's crazy. That is ridiculous, right? So you again, you're confirming that all you're doing here in the United States is exploiting, using, trying to get over, trying to finesse, what I'm saying? Trying to get these guys to take you on these $500 dinner dates, you know what I'm saying? Coffee dates, is beneath you. Like Simone Biles was perfectly fine with going out for cookies and milk. And guess what? She got a ring. But y'all women won't. It's got to be a 5-star Michelin restaurant. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be that. It's got to be, something top notch. You know what I'm saying? I heard one woman say, "Well, I can't go on on a coffee date cause my makeup and my clothes cost more than this, that, and the third. I mean, really? That's the mindset of these black women, or these so-called black women. That's what I call them. That's the mindset of these so-called black women here in the United States, right? But they want y'all to stay. They want you to stay here and get used by these black women here in the United States. Forget going overseas. Stay here and get used. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that they think that you're going to get used more over there than you are over here is ridiculous, right? I was listening to Obsidian, right? And I think it was it Pablo Frescobar? If that was him, I think it was him. I think it was Pablo. Somebody on Obsidian's chat was saying that their their whore their whore overseas is better than your wife here in the United States. Man, you can't make this shit up. No, and that's true though. That's true. The average the woman, even the woman that's selling her body, the prostitute overseas, is giving you a better, friendlier, feminine experience than the wife here in the United States, than the woman here in the United States. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? You can mess with a woman here in the United States and then thinking you got a good one, go overseas and get a prostitute or a walker, and she's more feminine than your so-called wife here in the United States. That's ridiculous, man. But again, they think that the women overseas are on a lower level, which is proven to be the opposite. The women overseas are at a higher level.
The key word is more, because you're already being exploited by women in the United States. $500 dinners. You can't take me on a coffee date. It's got to be $400 or $500. You've got to be making $100,000 a year, 6 feet, 6-pack, and your penis must be longer than 6 inches.
Yeah.
You are going to be exploited. But if you go to another country, if you leave the sisters there, if you leave the modern women there, you're going to be exploited more. I don't think men can get any more exploited than they are as in the United States.
Facts.
It's go there. Who's going to exploit you more than the women over here?
Okay. We're going to stop the presses right here. What the hell is this? It's always one. Why is there always one? No matter what, whenever you hear about these women talking about the passport bros, there's always one. Damn, I wish I had that Big Shirley drop. I wish I had the Big Shirley drop, man. That would be perfect. That would be perfect. God damn. I wish I had. All I got is this.
That's a huge bitch.
That's all I got. I wish I had the Big Shirley drop. That would come in just right. That'll come in handy. But yeah, every time it's always one. Always.
Because they're submissive, you're willing to take that. Getting off the
And what the hell is this? What the hell? Is this shit drawn on? Y'all see her eyebrows? Or is that me? Or am I seeing this wrong? Or is that her hair? Did her hair just fall out of place? Or look like she drew on some goddamn bat wings on her eyebrows. Is that penciled in? Or like I said, or is her hair just all over the place?
Go ahead and be willing to bring her, get her them. Please go get them. Prepare to take care of her entire family. Please, we want.
That's another myth and misconception. Be prepared to take care of her entire family. I can say from the experience of others and myself, I have not had to take care of a family. Why? I didn't marry into an impoverished family. When it comes to looking for a wife or a significant other in another country, I always say this: who her people is. Like they used to say in the South, who is her family? Not just who is she? Who is this beautiful woman in this foreign country? No, I advocate for men, and many of us advocate for men to look for a quality woman that's coming from a quality family. So
That's facts, but that's projection. That's projection. Cause as you notice, a lot of women here in the states, once they get a man, a high quality man with money, he has to take care of their family, right? That's what it's all projection. These women here in the United States, whenever they get a man that got money, he's responsible for their family. It ain't that he's got to go overseas get a wife and then he got to take care of their family over there. No, the biggest thing is here in the United States. The men in the United States, if you got money, you got to take care of your woman's family. That's like I said, all that straight projection, straight up all the time. And it's like, I mean, even with Jenny Mai, hell, Jenny Mai, she's been here in the States. She's a straight up, she's been Americanized. Put it that way. you know, Jeezy had to take care of Jenny Mai's mom. Jenny Mai's mom moved in. I think her brother moved in too. So the women here in the United States, as a man, when you rich and got money, you got to take care of her family. So like I said, all that straight projection.
When these women watch 90 Day Fiance and they assume that that's the life that passport bros are living, they're basically lying to themselves.
You all to experience this. This is your death. You're right. We're not built for it. We're not.
It's what you were made for.
This is what you were made for.
At the end of the day, guys, don't waste your time caring about what women in the United States have to say. Like I always say, I don't care what women in Greece have to say. Why? I don't live in Greece. And I don't care what women in the United States have to say. Why? Because I don't live in the United States. States.
You're shining hour. You are winning in the space. We really advocate for all Black men who are just so tired of Black women. You have failed. We have failed you here in America. Please get the passport and go. Please tell us all about
Okay,
it.
that was her hair. Okay, that was her hair. I'm like, what the hell is going on there? Her hair just fell all out of place.
Or don't.
Stay over there.
You can stay, baby.
Or bring him here.
Look at this goddamn snag-a-tooth booger wolf right here. Oh, let me stop. But like I said, there's always one. Always. It never fails. Nenever fails.
You can say
If you want to pay those fees too.
Hey, it's not Black women in America that he's advocating for guys to get away from, and I think y'all missed it. He said it already. Women. America has been ruining women, and that's a fucking fact, right? All of this women empowerment shit. We can do for ourselves. I don't need a man. I want a man. All that goofy shit. Hey, look, let me put the world in perspective for y'all, right? I've been to a few different places in the world. Few of them have been bombed out and depleted. And one thing that I realized is in these third world countries, right, even second world countries, women cling to their men because they realize that they need a man to make it in the world. The only reason why women can do this whole faux independent shit that they do in America is because of men. Men set up the system for you guys to be able to do that. Your average, look, not even above average athlete or anything, just your average 14-year-old male can dog walk a fully grown woman in a fight.
Facts. Now they gonna get triggered because he said he could dog walk them, but facts though, right? This system is set up by men. That's why women can file for irreconcilable differences in a divorce. They can wake up one day and say, "Oh, I'm bored. I want a divorce," and that's it. And they get a divorce, and they can start, plotting to take half of shit. You know what I'm saying? All this alimony. You know what I'm saying? So all this is set up by the men. Welfare systems were set up by men. These women's shelters, everything that benefits women, WIC, these damn food stamps, all this government assistance, everything was set up by men for women to help women. It gives them an out. It gives them a way of not being accountable, right? Everything, even the Planned Parenthood, all that set up by men. You know what I'm saying? Even these panels that these women are on being disrespectful are men's panels. But yet men don't let's keep it moving, man. This is crazy. But yeah, but like I said, oh boy, right. All this shit that's designed to help women out is designed by men.
With dog walker, it wouldn't even be fair.
No, it's not true.
I don't know too many grown ass men that's like,
what are you talking about?
13-year-old might whoop my ass. I'm saying that to say, not that you guys just need men to put money on the table, right? But you need a man. You're literally biologically set up to need a fucking man. But all of this obstinance and intransigence that you guys display is counterintuitive to you guys having a relationship. All this
Oh, big word alert. Big word alert. He just said something that went over their head.
These I feel that a lot of you guys.
Can you say that word again?
What's intransigence?
Oh my God, that's crazy. I told you, big word alert.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Y'all heard it.
Is that what?
But y'all supposed to be the most educated, right? Y'all supposed to be the most educated. All these college degrees, all these PhDs, but you don't know what that word means, right? Simply put, it means you're stubborn. You don't want to listen. But yeah, he go break it down.
Intransigent, he's going to explain, or one of the ladies going to explain, it means not willing to change. It means that you carry behavior in which you see the situation at hand. You see the cliff that you're walking over, and you are not willing to change directions. You're so ornery and you're so stubborn that you are willing to walk over a cliff just to try to prove your point. That's what that means.
And they do it day in, day out on these panels in real life. I mean, you see it all the time. Every time you turn around, they're stubborn, don't want to listen. Like he said, they'll walk off a cliff to prove their point. They'll what is it? They'll bite off their nose to spite their face. You know what I'm saying? It's stupid.
What does that mean?
Man, my job isn't anyone's dictionary, man. My whole point is that a lot of you guys' ideals are antithetical to having a relationship.
It means you're unwilling to change.
Hey, hope you guys enjoyed this live, man. Like I said, I don't go live often. I just really started. I think on my channel I got like 4 or 5 lives, so I really don't do a lot. This is the end of the year, so I figure I'd throw this one out there. I'm going to try to do more lives in 2024. So you guys, if you like this, drop some comments down below. If you don't, drop some comments down below. I really don't care. Just, say something. Let me know what you think. You guys, your boy Jay Larone, please like, subscribe, share. Please be good to yourself. By all means, let's be good to one another. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning, and this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? My strife, my right to fight, to die on. And this is my game to play, to claim a brand new name, And I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a bit nervous that I might screw everything up that I've ever done. But what's the point of living if you ain't having fun? I guess I'll try this, try that, might miss, gotta find what I'm good at. I guess I look here, look there, over where am I scared, where am I at? I gotta make it in this life, whatever makes me happy, know I'm doing things right. Sipping in the summer on a goose and Sprite, or find a nightclub for the end of the night, oh. And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it, how you gonna move for it, what you gonna be? And do you believe we can do anything?